Okay, I might miss some stuff. I'll add in the next video. So, after about a month of this, 2 months, almost 2 months, this Christ is... every time I dream, I don't even have my dreams. It's all programmed dreams from this Christ, and he owns me. I mean, like inside and out, and it's pissing me off. So I push him out. I push him out. I push him out, and he comes back in. I push him out. He comes back in. I push him out. That's what happens over and over and over. And every night, sex dreams, weird stuff. And he's trying to convert me into liking him. He's trying to convert me into falling in love with him. And I don't even understand what he is, because I'm too busy doing stuff here in reality to pay attention to his bullshit. But I have to start paying attention to his bullshit, and it's like his energy that comes in is insidious. Like insidious, that's the way it is. It's sneaky rotten energy. And it's not, it's Christ energy, but his personal Christ energy. You understand what I'm saying? There's a difference. So everybody has their own personal signal, vibe. And I could feel that it was not like the other 500 Christs I've had in my life. Alright? This guy's insidious to me. That's the first word that comes up in my head. He's insidious. Anyway, finally, I've had enough of this, and his energy goes right up my root chakra, right down through all my chakras, and my soul is totally owned by him. And I feel like I'm his bitch. That's how I feel, because I've always been independent in my life, owned by no one, dedicated to no one, right? Unto myself, and that's it. And that's the way I liked it. But now, this guy owns me, and I feel like I'm his bitch. And he's doing all this transsexual stuff. And he does things. He tries to get me to do things by using ex-girlfriends. So he knows what all my ex-girlfriends look like in my physical life. From my subconscious, from all the sex we had. And this was all planned beforehand to get to the secrets of my subconscious. But somewhere along the line, his focus turned to me instead of my subconscious. Now I'm sure he's still running the subconscious thing, looking for it, but it became more to him. He lost his objectivity and he started loving me for whatever. Where's obsession? He got insidious obsession, and I fought him off, and I'm releasing him all the time. So it turns out he's using my ex-girlfriends in these dreams, where he's talking to me, the girl is talking to me, my ex-girlfriend is talking to me, and he's looking for something, I don't know. But I never had sex with any of my ex-girlfriends. And I knew there was a reason for that, because I wanted to. I loved them all. And in the dream, it wasn't the same. So I knew something was wrong. And I don't know what's wrong until I actually wake up. But in the dream, I'm like talking to the girl and my ex-girlfriends. And he knows what they look like, but they're not my ex-girlfriends. They look like my ex-girlfriends, but they don't feel like my ex-girlfriends. And that's why I don't do nothing in the dream. Because I don't feel it. And that's what you gotta learn. Everybody on the fucking planet, as far as I'm concerned, you can see. And Jesus, the Christ that's working with me, the insidious one, he's making himself look like my ex-girlfriend in the dream. She'll come walking up and she's talking to me about all this crazy shit. I don't know what the fuck she's even talking about. I'm like, but she don't feel like she used to. So I ain't, I don't do it. That's where I'm at. And so I don't have sex with any of them. But I have sex with all the spirit people. Don't ask me, man. Anyway, finally one day I lose it. He did something sexual to me, or got somebody or something, and I lost it. And I was redlining for days. How am I gonna get this guy out of my life? There's nothing you. How do you get a Jesus Christ out of your life that's here to help you? By now, Jesus Christ is like all the Jesus Christs in the spirit world and Christendom. All the Jesus Christs are in a big hug of Jesus Christ, the original. Okay, under the original, there's a billion of them, and they're all committed to each other. They're all solid. But this guy's working me, and it's bullshit. And I've been going through what he's handing out for the last 9 years, and I've told him, my wife's been a witness, my kid's been a witness. This Jesus Christ is with me, working with me. He's been a witness, and I've told everything to Jesus Christ. And finally, I came to a conclusion that I have to get rid of this guy. I have to get rid of him. I can't take this shit anymore. And it was bad. It was really bad. It was bad. He was controlling me on every level, man. It was brutal. And what I did was, I came up with a plan. And I remembered past things that other people have told me, other spirits have told me, how to get out of situations like this. And one was to pray. You gotta pray to God. You gotta focus on what you want. You pray and focus on what you want, and you want this guy gone, and then you give it to God, and it'll eventually happen. But I couldn't wait. I was in too deep, man. I couldn't wait. So what I did was, I took my inner light, I lay down and meditated, I took my inner light, I pushed that. I didn't even push him out. He's probably in me. I took my inner light, brought it to my head, and I beamed it straight up to the Godhead, where Mom is. Now, Mom is the part of the Creator that I'm part of her, and she's the Creator, and she's part of creation, and she does all that with all the other moms. Okay? So that's your inner light. That's what I did. I brought the inner light, and I went right into in my head. I went right into the inner light. And I'm saying, I need help, I need help, I need help. Help me out, help me out, help me out. Asking for help. And I did that for about 10-15 minutes. A lot of stuff came. Later on in the day, I went back to sleep. And I started doing it again. Just praying to my inner light. And I'm laying there. He gets mad at me, right? This guy. He gets mad. He's chirping at me, right? He's chirping at me. And I get mad. And all of a sudden, some weird stuff started happening. And this is where it gets crazy. I only got 20 minutes left. So what happens is, as I'm chirping, I start saying this word from my inner light. My innocence starts saying this word. And he's just repeating it over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's a long word and it's weird. I barely remember it. And anyway, he's chanting it over and over and over. And he has his arms out. I have my arms out in the spirit world. This just happens. I'm not making it up. I'm just watching what the fuck's going on, right? And all of a sudden I start spinning around with my arms out like this. I'm spinning around a circle in front of this Christ. And I'm spinning around with my arms out chanting this word. And all of a sudden, as I'm have my arms out, spinning around chanting this word, my innocence is chanting it. It's like a 3-year-old chanting a word. That's what it sounds like. Really loud. Everybody's watching. Everybody. Because he's screaming. And I'm spinning around. All of a sudden I split into like 4 people. 4 me's around me. So I'm spinning this way, and these other 4 me's, there's 4 more of me. And they're spinning around the opposite way. So I'm spinning this way, they're spinning that way around me. All of a sudden, I split again. Boom! And now there's like 8 around 4 around 1. I'm spinning in the middle, one way. The 4 around me are spinning this way. And the 8 around me are spinning that way. And all of a sudden it splits again. Boom! And there's like 8. There's 8 up here and 8 down here. And they're both spinning in different directions. So I got me. It's like I'm a mirror. And I made 100 of myself, all spinning in different circles. So there's me in the middle spinning this way. There's 4 of me spinning this way. There's 8 of me spinning this way. There's 8 of me spinning this way. And there's 8 of me down here spinning this way. And we're all going, and I'm in the middle watching all this, and he's chanting. And all of a sudden, the Christ that was watching me, he's just watching. He's like, you know, I can see him. That's what he's looking like. You know, like, oh, what's Rich gonna do? And I'm beyond the red, okay? I'm beyond the red line. And that's why I guess I'm doing this, because I want it to end. I want this guy gone. And I asked Inner Light to get rid of this guy. I laid down, this is what's happening. I'm spinning around, and all of a sudden, I stop, and I'm facing him. I wasn't. What the hell happened? No, everybody was spinning around. I didn't stop. When everybody was spinning around, I then left the center. So I left the center. I was no more in the center of all the spinning people. I started going to random spinning people. My soul started going to random spinning people. And I just jumped from one to the other, and I have a different perspective of this whole thing circling going on as I'm chanting. And I couldn't understand what the hell was going on. You're involved, you're right in the soup of it. You don't see because you're in it. What's going on? And all of a sudden, I went into him, all of us, all of me's. They were just like projections. But he didn't know where I was anymore because I was jumping from person to person to person randomly. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking down here, and I'm above him. You understand? And then he'd look over here, and I'd be over on the other side, going around. He's looking, and he can't see me anymore. He don't know where I am because there's 50 of me, 60 of me, spinning in circles. So he's totally right, and he don't know what's going on. And all of a sudden, I don't really remember what happened next, but I stop or something, and all of a sudden I stop. And so now I have the advantage, I guess. I stop. I come out of it, and that went on for like 10 minutes. So all of a sudden I'm standing in front of him, he's looking at me, he knows, he's guessing, he's thinking, well, this has got to be me. And all of a sudden this bar of white light comes out of my innocence. And the kid's still chanting, my innocence is still chanting. This bar of white light comes out of like it was a solid bar of bright white light, like you don't believe. And it came out, it was like, I don't know, 6 feet. And it came out and it was sticking right into his face like that. This bar of white light. And so I didn't know what to do. I am looking at it, and all of a sudden my innocence, he grabbed it like this. He grabbed the bar, and then I grabbed the bar because I'm him. So he grabbed it first, then I followed. And all of a sudden I just knew, kick this fucking guy's ass. Now I'm up on his level where he is. Like, remember I told you, I'm down here with Jesus Christ, we're doing our thing. This Jesus Christ up here is manipulating the show. So I'm down here, this bar of white light comes out, my innocence grabs it, we turn it like that, and I just go like that, and it's like a lightsaber, but I can touch it. You know, in Star Wars, this is exactly what it looks like, but it's pure white. And I got it, and I just walk at him like that, and I'm pushing the bar. I don't hit him with it. I'm pushing the bar, and everything of him, tables, chairs, his apartment, all his stuff that he has, that's his energy in it, gets bulldozed. It gets bulldozed For I'm walking right at him and it's pushing him back, and he's like, ah! He has no control over me anymore, and I'm pushing, and I can feel his energy going out of me, going back into him, right out of my spine, out of my neck, out of my nostrils and fibers. I can feel all the energy just going out of me back into him, and I'm pushing it away. And all his house, all his stuff, which wasn't a lot. It's like he just built this house to take care of me for a couple months, and that's what he's gonna do. So I bulldoze it all. I bulldoze it, and it's just it all. I was focused on him, but everything that he was in this area of Saint Lucian, above Saint Lucian, at this level, was bulldozed, and I bulldozed it, and I destroyed it. I just turned it into piles of nothing. I don't even know how I did it. It just went away. I didn't consciously do it. It just sort of like went, sort of like this chair. If this was a chair, it just went into like nothing. Blah, like a blah. All this stuff went blah. All right. Then I bulldozed it. I pushed him away. I knew I couldn't strike him with the white light, but I bulldozed everything. I bulldozed him, all his energy, pushed it far, far away from me, and bulldozed everything he had to work with me, and I just bulldozed it into nothingness. And then, I don't know what happened to this light thing. I don't know. I can't remember at this point. But the next thing I knew, he was freaking out. And as he was freaking out, I took my sword out. I just manifested this big sword. I can do that. I just manifest, like wherever my knives and swords are in the whole St. Lucian, in my bedroom, wherever, I just think of them and whoop, they're there. So I bring out this sword, like a katana, I guess, and I just went, I just started chopping his torso and his face and his arms and his leg. Just shredding them like a fucking fish. And then, that was it. I was done. Everything went, and I'm just standing there, me and him. And he went running away. I went back to where Christ was, the Christ that works with me. And he's just sitting there shaking his head. He goes, oh, like this, right? He's like, oh, okay. After that, all hell break loose. I'll try to get, like 11 minutes left. Then, at this point in time, red alert went out across Christianity, or St. Lucian, which means everybody on alert. Every Christ within 100 fucking mile radius come running. The military, the police, they all come running because I just bulldozed this Christ's fucking reality out the door. Okay? And he was fucking with me. And I couldn't get out of it. And I asked God for help. And this is what happened. Now, I'm getting interrogated by 100 different Christs. I'm surrounded. First thing they do is they take me to some high security jail. As far as they know, Rich can't do it. I got this. They go, who are you? Who are you? They kept going, who are you? Who are you? I'm like, fuck, it's me, man. They all know me, but they don't think it's me anymore. Well, the guy that makes these fucking trains and shit and swears all day, he can't do this. And I go, well, obviously I can because I just did. So I had to explain to 100 Christs, 100 military guys, and they were nice, like they, as far as nice gets. And I had to explain to them. I asked God for help, and this happened. And I asked Christ to stop 100 times. They took the Christ who was working with me. He had to go answer everything that he saw. My wife had to go answer everything she saw, and on and on and on. Holy shit. So, They didn't believe I was me. They thought I was some evil intruder. And they wanted to know how I did that. And my secrets. I don't even know how I did it. I just asked my inner light for help. Oh, Christ. Anyway. So I'm sitting in jail. A super jail. And all hell broke loose, man. Everybody was. I didn't know what to do. I was 100% insane illusion in my ego here. I could barely fucking see reality. So, next video, I'll cut to the next one, but that's going to be later on. Because I gotta go do stuff. Okay, later guys.